Hi everyone, this is Tammy from puzzlering.com, and today we're going to solve the 5 ASL. The 5 ASL follows the same pattern as our regular 4-band puzzle ring. The only special thing about this ring is it has the 2 bands crossing underneath the top band. So that makes it a little bit more tricky, but it essentially follows the same pattern if you match up those 2 bands. So I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. And the first thing you want to do is you want to put together the 2 outside bands. Those are pretty easy to identify because they have the strongest points on them. And you want to put them into this shape. It's called the diamond shape if you've watched my other videos. So then I'm going to drop these 2 bands down to the same side of the 3 crossing bands. You just want to make sure those don't get separated in this process. So now, as I mentioned, you have the 2 bands that cross underneath. You want to make sure you get them into this position. If they're not in this position, so if they happen to be on the opposite sides of each other, and I'll show you what that looks like, they're not going to have a nice smooth fit. So there's going to be gaps. So see, there's gaps now, here and then here. So that means it's not in the correct position. So I'm just going to turn it around, match these up, and treat them as if they were 1 band. Now I'm going to get the top band, and you know it's the top band because it's got the thickest and the smoothest top. And I'm going to, I tend to work with them upside down. So I'm going to turn it upside down, and there's a little dimple here. And that top band's going to rest right into that dimple. And then you're going to form the figure 8. Then my next step is to take the outermost band, and you can tell it's the outermost band because it's got the widest angle, and I'm going to turn it into the ring, fit it into that top part of the figure 8, and close it. And I'm going to turn the ring around, and I'm going to do it with the last band. Again, going to really open these rings up so I make that space nice and big. Fold the ring in there. Kind of jiggle it a little bit. No force or pushing is required. But that's how you solve the 5 ASL. Again, this is Tammy from puzzlering.com. Feel free to send us an email if you have any questions to sales@puzzlering.com.